Welcome, friends and yogis, everybody, aloha. I'm Nicole, this is Puka, this is Puppy Finn. We're super happy to be here. Hopefully you're feeling happy to be here. And if you're not, then this is the best place to be because you're gonna feel amazing by the time we're done. So thank you for arriving. We're on day 17. I can't even believe it. I'm so excited. Today's class is about the Earth Star Chakra. What? How fun is that? Have you ever even heard of it? So we're gonna start our class today lying in Shavasana. Yay! And then we're gonna end our class lying in Shavasana. So please make your way down to the mat. Find a nice comfortable place to just be for a few minutes. Let your feet splay open to the sides. Let your palms face up. Guide your shoulders down from your ears. And find your breath. Wherever you are right now, whatever has been going on, see if you can land on your mat and take this little bit of time today to just let this place be somewhere for a reflection for you, almost like you're realizing that what you do in your internal world is also reflected in your external world. So whatever you're doing right now, find a nice, long, smooth, deep breath and use your imagination to connect to our beautiful earth. Use your breath as a vehicle to send love and healing and energy to Lady Gaia, who's said to be the spirit of our beautiful home planet, Earth. So breathing in, and today we'll be introducing the concept of 12 chakras instead of 7. And this is all about you just breathing in and connecting to that little tiny spark of energy that is part of our earth that invited you to be here, that invited you to be a human being during this time on planet Earth. So a nice thing to do is come into your heart center and just think about all the things that you love about the earth. Think about the fact that you have a home. Think about the fact that you have hopefully a place to live. I mean, the earth, let's just face it, if you really need to, you can sleep under a tree. But hopefully you have a home. Hopefully you have some friends, some family, and maybe even a job, maybe even support from unseen forces. So thinking about a beautiful plant, start to visualize the roots. Start to visualize all the parts of that plant or tree that are underground. All the parts that get nurtured and fertilized and attended to from inside of the earth. And I want you to use your greatest joy and imagination today to connect with the unseen forces of the earth that support you. So we're working with the Earth Star Chakra today. It's one of our chakras, but it's the one that helps connect us to the earth. And the really important part of this is remind us what we're doing here. This is the part of the who am I? How can I be of service to myself? Make sure I'm living the best way I can be. And also, how do I be of service to this beautiful planet? So taking care of where you live, taking care of perhaps a garden, taking care of each other. If you're a parent, your work is already done. You've already mimicked the earth supporting you. If you've raised a good kid with a good heart, awesome. For all those pet parents out there, just as important, and you're a parent too, so that is amazing. Yay! Oh, Puka likes it. She sighed. One more breath here, just sending our intention of love and gratitude and thanks down to the center of the earth. Perhaps connecting with Lady Gaia and just giving thanks for being here. Asking if there's any roles or missions that you're meant to play now, and how you can be of greatest service to the earth. The sunshine likes this, what I'm saying, because, it got really bright, so how nice is that? So let's begin our physical practice today. I'm going to read to you a tiny bit about the 12 chakras in our final Shavasana, and that's again through the work of Diana Cooper. So let's wiggle our fingers and wiggle our toes and just start to come into our physical body. Circle around at the ankles and the wrists. Go one way, go the other way. Try not to disturb any puppies close by. And then we're going to draw the knees up and just have the feet about hip width apart. So arms are flat on the floor. Today we're going to do a dynamic bridge roll. So instead of just holding up with the hips, we're going to roll up and down. So your next inhale, bring the hips up. Smile and soften your face, and then exhale and roll slowly back down. This is one of my favorite things to do because you can really give yourself a nice back massage. Good. Coming up to a comfortable place, no forcing or weirdness, just be in the flow. Find that breath that just is basically continuous. It doesn't really stop. And you might even find that moment where the inhale just flows into the exhale. Let's do a couple more. Soften your face. If you feel like it, you can always just hold up in bridge. And then the exhale breath, you can always roll down. And then the next one, we're going to actually hold the hips up. So bring yourself to a comfortable place. Maybe you gather your shoulders. Maybe you place your hands under your hips. Another variation, arms on the ground, is to just lift the arms up so that the fingers are pointing towards the sky. I'm literally blinded by the light right now. It's so cool. All right, and this just gives you a nice little release, depressurization in your shoulder blades. One more breath wherever you are. You can float your arms back down. You can float them up overhead for a variation. And then on our exhale breath, we'll gently lower everything back down to the earth. Good. This one bathes your neck and your throat, so it helps to empower your thyroid and parathyroid glands. Next thing we're going to do is just a little leg circle. So draw your right knee in and up. Give yourself that little hug. If you're feeling vigorous today, release that left leg to the floor. And then we're going to point through the right toes. Take hold behind your thigh. So let's soften the face. Let's just make sure we're feeling pretty chill. And then we're going to release the hands by our sides. 10 circles. Start slow. Start to spiral around. And if you feel more active, you make the circle bigger. Keep the knee a bit straighter. And use your imagination to draw those beautiful bubbles and circles above you. Imagining your toe is a paintbrush, your big toe, or your favorite pencil crayon. Last circle, come back to pause and then go around the other way. And again, big movement or small. If you need the extra support, just leave that left knee up. Contract the belly area, the powerhouse area. Last 4. Soften your face, get into that right side, that yang side, that masculine, the sunny side. Good. And when you're done kicking all of your plants, hopefully not, come back to center, tip your chin down. Good. And then we're going to bend the knee, arms stretched out to the sides, and let's take our left hand up on that right knee and go right into a spinal twist. Inhale, exhale the knee over to the right. Keep your to the left. Keep your right shoulder grounded. If you have a dog's foot, a lucky dog foot in your ear, just Readjust that. And remember, you can always do the variation of looking away from your knee towards your outstretched arm. Keep your chin tucked to your shoulder. One more breath. Enjoy that rinsing, that rejuvenation of your spine. Honoring the 6 directions our spine can move, let's come back. Inhale and then exhale gently. We release the leg and the arm, the egg and the arm. Then bring yourself back to a nice balanced, what feels like railroad track position. You're nice and straight. And then we'll do the other side. So left knee floats in and up. Give yourself that one leg wind release. You can stay here as long as you want. You can lift your head. And then when you're ready, start to lift through the toes, clasp behind the thigh. If you need a bit more support, keep your right knee up. Point through the toes, smile, your chin tucks down towards your chest a little bit. Keep the back of the neck long and release your arms. So glue your torso to the floor, start to circle around the toes on the left this time. And as much as you can, isolate the movement. It's just your leg that's moving. If you need to, or if you like to, you can straighten that right leg to the floor, glue your body to the ground. Try not to move anything except now this left hip socket. Last 2 circles, big circle or small, bent knee or straight. Just try not to fling around. Come back to center, pause, and go the other way. Use your visualization. Create some colors above you, some beautiful bubbles of love and intention and healing and kindness. Connect to the heavens and let them shower their blessings down on you today. Woo! Last 2 circles on this yin side, the feminine, the mysterious, and come back to spiraling to a pause, and then we'll bend that knee again. Straighten your right leg down. We'll take the right hand up on the knee now. Left arm out to the side. Pet your sweet little dog's face. And then we're going to gently roll over to the right. Inhale and exhale. You can adjust your hips and bring your right knee over to, your left knee, over to the right side. Keep breathing. I already started this recording twice today and stopped, so I realized at the end maybe I'll have some bloopers. You can look over towards your left extended arm, giggle, soften, feel that rinse, that nourishing space where you're honoring the 6 directions that your spine can move. Twisting one way, twisting the other. Your spine can move forwards, it can move backwards, and laterally side to side. Yes. Amazing. And remember, a flexible spine is a flexible mind. Let's bring ourselves back to center. Big breath, and then the exhale breath. Release that left leg, straighten up your hips, and arms gently arrive back by your sides. Good. So let's take a moment to think about coming up to a sitting position. We're going to gently just bend our knees and roll onto the side. Try to stay mindful. Remember that mindfulness in your movement, in your meditation. You engage the core, you bring yourself up, and then we'll arrive in a seated position. Good. So today, just take a couple of breaths here with this nice tall spine. Use your perception, use your awakening to sense or feel that we have 7 primary chakras in the body, but we have 5 more that supposedly got closed down, and we are reawakening them. So today we're connecting with the Earth Star Chakra. It's your chakra, and you share it with the earth. Your hands are on your knees, your shoulders are going to come down, and we'll just do a few spinal circles because that's such a good way to send energy to the earth and then feel yourself being lifted back up. Chest comes to left knee, inhale across to right, and then exhale around back. Smile, find your face, enjoy what you're doing. Think about this Earth Star Chakra beneath your root chakra. And just like the crown chakra, the Earth Star is not in your body. It's underneath you. So think about connecting with the star of light that belongs to you, that helps you feel grounded, rooted, and centered while you're a human. Gently come back to a tall spine, pause for a moment, make sure your legs are in your most comfortable position, and let's go the other way. Inhale from right knee to left, and then exhale back around. Push your knees away. Churn up your kundalini energy. That's said to be your dormant spiritual energy that's resting at the base of your spine. It's your spirit. It's said to be depicted as a 3.5 coiled snake, or a snake coiled 3.5 times round. Energetically, there's not a real snake in your spine. Also, the snake represents the ego. Last 2 circles around. So I love the reminder, we're not trying to overcome the ego or bash the ego, we're trying to divinely co-create. So nice tall spine, find your breath. Good. And then we're gently going to slowly come off of our seat onto our hands and our knees. So take a moment here just to find your spine again. You can shake your hips. And then we're going to do a nice little motion where we bring our right foot forward into our runner's lunge. So step, place, walk your right foot between your 2 hands. And we want to just do a nice little stretch here. This is actually also how you prepare for splits. Just getting, not that I can do them, but I just thought I'd mention it. So getting into this nice runner's lunge, heart opens, bring your head and chin up. And then we're gonna just release back, bring your knee straight, your right knee straight, your left leg is on the floor. And again here, try not to totally collapse into your leg with your head. Lift up through the upper body, your spine is up, your knee can be a little bit bent. Big inhale breath, and then exhale and draw your chest, your heart forwards before just dropping your forehead. Good. And then let's come back to our runner's lunge. Make sure you're in a comfortable place. And this is a great place to do a twist. So bring your left hand to the floor. Right arm is going to twist up to the right. Good. And keep breathing. And another beautiful high bi open today. Wiggle your fingers, good, and then next breath, lower down that right hand. While we're here, let's come into our lizard pose because it's awesome. So bring your right foot to the edge of your mat, walk it out a little bit, put your 2 hands beside each other, and then a couple variations here. You can kick off that back leg, you can lower down through the knee, and stay here. And you're just going to notice a bigger stretch in that right hip. And then you can also come into Sphinx arms, where you walk your forearms down to the floor. Try not to force. Remember, you're in a comfortable, pleasant place. If it's painful, it's not yoga. And then another variation is lifting that back knee. Make sure you're not in any struggle or strain. Take your variation. And then we're going to lower down the knee. Keep finding your breath, walk your hands back, and then gently we'll bring our right foot in front. Excellent. So now we're going to slowly, quietly bring our right knee behind, back to starting, and just pause for a moment. Find your core, find your powerhouse. Make sure you've got that sense of being in a meditation in motion your whole class. Left knee now. Don't kick the dog. Left knee now, step, walk, jump your left knee forwards between your 2 hands, and then we'll do the same thing. You can hang out here with the knee down, looking up, projecting from the heart. Another thing you can do is lift up into this nice lunge position. Good. And then another thing you can do is lower down that knee, and then we're going to stretch our right leg, left leg straight. Bring the toes up, bend the knee a little bit. Again, nice little runner's stretch here. Inhale and exhale. Maybe you straighten the knee. Bring your chest a little bit forwards rather than just sinking the forehead. Good. Last breath. Nice stretch in the back of the hamstring here. Then release, come back onto your knee. Bring your hands together. Step your left foot over to the left side of your mat. And then think about lizard pose. We all have a 4th brain. It's called the lizard brain. It's basically a reptilian brain. We all have it. Let's raise our back knee. See how this feels. And we also do this because it feels really good. The other thing you can do, keep your knee down, see how it feels. Walk your hands out in front of you. Elbows are under the shoulders. And then you can also lift off of that knee. One more breath. Nothing harming or strange. Remember ahimsa, our beautiful kindness word to ourselves and others. Let's start to walk our hands back, lower that right knee. And then we'll just bring our foot in a little bit while we're here, coming into a lovely little twist. So right hand is your pivot hand, or is your holding hand. Left arm, big breath, exhale, and bring that arm up to the side. You can wiggle the fingers. One more breath here. Good, and then we're gonna lower back down. So take a moment, quietly walk your knee behind you. Come onto your hands and knees, and then we're going to gently come onto our toes, lift off the knees, arriving in our downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. That's a mouthful, and you can also bend your knees, send your hips a little higher. It's not important to get your heels on the ground, that actually strains the Achilles tendon. So if you do want to get your feet all the way down, walk them maybe just a hint closer to your hands while you're still learning. Grip through all the pads of your fingers. And then another thing you can do here is walk the dog. Good. Walk the dog. So I was reading about the Earth Star Chakra today, and it said its colors are black and white. So I almost went to change the outfit to match black and white. Good, let's walk our hands back towards our feet. But then I decided I didn't want to wake the puppies up. So start to come up to standing now. Roll your body up to standing. And we're going to arrive in our Tadasana for a couple of moments. And have to make sure you see that one love is right over this beautiful area of the body, the bowl of creation. So let's stand for one more breath in our Tadasana pose, just finding rooting, grounding. Clear yourself, release, connect. Imagine there's an energetic double of your body right underneath you, like you're a magnet. So as tall as you are above the earth, there's an energetic double of you magnetized underneath the earth. Connect to it. Awesome. So today we're just going to try 3 little poses standing. We're going to make our way back down. We'll meditate on the Earth Star, and then we're good. So let's step the feet one leg length apart. It feels so good to do this, so let's just do it while we're here, is our forward fold. So if you don't love downward dog, a variation you can often do is just do it with the legs open or more wide. So inhale and exhale, bring your whole upper body forwards. And then you can do this big reach here, downward dog with the arms out in front, and see if that's a variation that you prefer. This feels super good because remember, we're getting our head below the heart, so we're bathing our brain with endorphins and feel-good energy. We get to see Puka's tuxedo here. And then we're gonna do a nice wide-legged forward fold. So take your hands back now. As wide as you're comfortable bringing your feet, bring your head below your heart. And remember the variation, you can always stack. You can always have your hands out to the sides or right under your shoulders. And then another variation is bringing your hands to your ankles. One more breath. Find your little space of safety. Let your brain get nourished by oxytocin, dopamine, serotonin, endorphins. Yes. And we make them from the inside out. Good, so let's raise the body up. Now, coming up to standing, bend the knees a little bit for support. Use your core for that inner light. And then we're gonna make our way to arms out at the sides. Good, so let's do our Warrior 2, Virabhadrasana, hero's pose. I love saying hero, it's a little less strong than warrior. But we always remember a true warrior would never engage in battle. They use their mind, they use their humor, their song. So arms are out to the sides. Let's turn out right toes, big breath, and then exhale, bend that right knee. Look out past your extended fingers and imagine your fingers are as wide as our earth, and we're giving it a big hug. Thank you for inviting us, Earth. You're so lovely. Am I a cheese ball? Yeah, buddy. All right, a vegan cheese ball, of course. Now we're gonna do peaceful hero. So we lean forward slightly, big breath, and then exhale and bring that right arm up, sink through that front knee, let your back hand arrive on the thigh. You can gaze up at the hand, keep your shoulder a little bit down. One last breath here, heroes, peaceful, warrior. Good, and then gently straighten that front knee, come back to standing, and we're gonna finish this little sequence off with triangle, Trikonasana. So reach over your right leg, lower down in front of that leg. If possible, try not to just lean into the ground, and then left arm extends up. Notice your core, fire up through that midsection. If you need to, you can lean on your leg. One last breath, chin is tucked. You can look to the side. You can look down. Good. Strong core, inhale, big energy, bring yourself back up. Let's lower the arms, just give yourself a moment. Right foot turns in now. Left foot turns out, and we'll do the same thing. So we'll start with our hero 2, arms up the sides, shoulders down. Notice if you're having one arm up or higher. Big inhale and exhale to lower. Use your visualization to really sink into this. You're sinking in the midsection, you're not leaning forwards. Good, and you look out past your extended left arm. Smile, soften your face, connect with your earth mission. Maybe you get signs for the rest of the day or in the next few moments or in the next few weeks. Good, humble, peaceful hero. Drop that right arm, left arm reaches forward, and then exhale, you bring it up and back, sink through that front knee, gaze at your top hand, gently smile, and then we'll release next breath. Straighten the knees, the legs, good, straighten the arms, release them down, left foot turns in. Let's toe heel walk our feet together, and then we'll jog on the spot. Last thing we'll do is just shake our tree. So remember when you're shaking your tree and you're smiling, that it's very difficult to be stressed or upset. And I know sometimes we don't want to feel happy. Sometimes we are choosing other emotions. So we have to say it, I choose love. I choose joy. Yeah. We are love. We are joy. Our birthright is pure love. Everything else is a distraction. I've spent a lot of time watching videos of people who've had near-death experiences, and they describe how absolutely beautiful and amazing it is once you're out of your body. It feels way better than when you're in it. So don't get me wrong, it feels great to be in our body, but we want to know that just because we're not living in a human body doesn't mean we're not alive. Connect to your soul is connected to you. Yeah, let's make our way down to the mat. Today we're going to arrive on the front side of the body. What's she talking about? If you can, don't use your hands to lower down. And then we're going to use our strong arms right underneath us. We're going to catch a wave and go into plank for 3 breaths. You can stay here with your knees down. If it's available, lift your knees up. Don't even think about it, just breathe. Ignite your core. Connect to the core of our earth. Shake and vibrate. Remember, hips not too high, not too low. That creates upward dog. Last breath. Let yourself vibrate. Let yourself find your home base frequency where you feel good, content, rooted to the earth, connected to each other, and happy. Good. Let's bring our knees down. We're gonna we're gonna flip ourselves over. So lie down, and then flip over asana. Bring yourself to the side of your mat. Come over onto your back. And then you arrive with your knees up. So let's hang out here for a couple of breaths, and then we're done. We'll do our meditation. Let's bring the hands together. Actually, super nice thing to do before we do that, let's just shake like a bug on its back. So shaking your tree, this is shaking your bug. Get in there, get into your wrists, get into your ankles, get into your elbows and knees a little bit. All referral areas for each other. The shoulders, referral areas for the hips. For example, if your shoulder's sore, you can rub your hip and it will help that same side. One more breath, shake it out. Be goofy, be a bug. Be a bug. Do you make sounds? Do you make clicking sounds? Cricket sounds? All right, and then release. Good. So let's make our energy ball. Let's create our intention to have the most beautiful healing energy with us right now. You don't have to do this part, but it's super fun. More puppy toes on my face and head. I'm so lucky. Good, and then you just gently part the hands. Feel and sense energy between your hands. This is electromagnetic energy. So we can't see it, but it's in fact there. And we can just keep saying, look, this is a beautiful energy ball of healing. It has prana, charisma, heaven and earth. It's like a yin and yang ball between your hands, and it's extremely alive and well. My best example for just because you can't see it doesn't mean it doesn't exist is music. My other example for you, for how powerful you are, imagining you are an amazing supercomputer radio, and you can adjust your dial to receive different frequencies, different radio stations. That's why you're on channel Nicole Spirit, to receive this healing now. This is the best stuff I got. All right, let's bring the hands together towards the body and place your energy ball somewhere along your body where you sense and feel your physical body could use that healing. Alternatively, you could place your hands on your heart because you have a broken heart. So whatever you feel, it could be emotional, it could be mental, it could be physical, and they're all equally as important and valid. So let's give our heart love. We've all experienced heartbreak this year. We've all experienced challenges by having our old world literally fall from under us, and now we've got this new, beautiful and amazing paradigm to navigate through. But it has caused some distress in our heart. So wherever you are, just send yourself healing. I don't know what's going on. All I know is that you're deeply loved by me and the earth and by so many unseen forces. I remind myself all the time, we can see only 1% of what's around us. We can hear only 1%. What else is there? Imagine it's healing. Imagine you're greatly loved, you're lovable, and you're loving. The funny little saying, if you want more love, you have to give more love. So let's finish off our practice in your most comfortable position. Your knees can stay up. Your legs can float down. And I'm going to read to you about the 12 chakras in our final meditation. 12 chakras from the Ascension cards, Diana Cooper. Following the fall of Atlantis, 5 of our 12 chakras closed. Ascension starts when we once more activate our 12 fifth dimensional chakras. This begins to reconnect the 12 strands of DNA so that we can reclaim our true spiritual and psychic gifts. Your guidance is to ask the unicorns, that's me, to touch, open, and activate your Earth Star, base, sacral, navel, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, crown, causal, which means moon chakra, soul star, and stellar gateway chakras. Then ask the angels to sing over you so that your chakras vibrate at a fifth dimensional frequency. Your affirmation today is, I awaken my 12 chakras. So let's finish off our Shavasana, sensing or imagining that we are inviting our connection today to Earth Chakra, and whatever that might mean. Perhaps you read a book or see an Ancient Aliens episode or something about your connection to the earth. Or maybe you just ask, what am I doing here? What is my greatest gift to share with this earth, to be of service? So we're going to come up gently. I'd love for you to imagine that you're going to have an amazing rest of your day, an amazing sleep tonight, restful and calm. And you know you have tools if you start to freak out. You can deep breathe, you can have a glass of water, and you can literally chant the mantra Om or I choose love for 108 times till you start to feel better. Let's gently roll onto our side, knees are a bit bent. Use that nice, delicious feeling that you have to just float up, like you're light as a feather. And then we're gently going to cross our legs and arrive back in easy pose, our sukha, our place of grace. And when you're ready, find that nice connection past the top of your head to the sun, past the base of your spine, connect to the earth. And we'll bring our hands together at the heart. Little smile on the face, tip your chin down, perhaps your eyes are still closed. We dedicate the merits of our practice to all sentient beings. May all beings be relieved of their suffering, and may we dwell together with great fruitfulness and harmony. The light in me greatly honors and sees the divine light in you. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Day 17, it's a wrap. Wow. See you tomorrow.